Hello. Can you guys hear me now? All right. Okay. I've been talking to myself. How are you guys doing? I have absolutely gone on an absolute tangent talking to myself. Welcome. This is great if anyone is new. Welcome one and all to the Aegis Gaming TV channel. I cannot believe it. I thought something was odd, and I was like, oh, that's just me. So I apologise for that. My microphone, for some reason, my wire wasn't fully plugged in. Welcome everyone. It is Aston Villa away at Brighton and Hove Albion this evening, wherever you may be in whatever time zone. So yeah, welcome to the channel. I got the third kit, Aston Villa kit. So the one I usually wear will be on display. I got a new kind of setup over here. You may notice some new things in the background for you guys, and also a new scarf too. So yeah, I've added a little bit to the setup. I also have new bike shorts for the weird people in chat that always say or always mention the bike shorts. Hope you guys have had a good day, whatever you may be doing. We've seen some weird results in the Premier League. Leicester beating Liverpool. Another shock against Liverpool once again. Another defeat for them, even after winning 1-0. Burnley beating Palace 3-0. Palace, man, that's rough for them at home, losing to a team that always seems to manage to stay up somehow. And then Manchester City beating Tottenham. They're looking like full-on league winners this year. Stan, I repeat, Daddy has drip. Oh my god. I changed my name, but it's the man who's obsessed with the bike shorts. All right, guys, I actually have different shorts today. Right, I will actually stand up because I brought myself. Hang on. Aston Villa shorts, so I've got the full set, guys. I have the full set, so you can make fun of me, but at least I'll be representing my club in the best way. I don't need a headset, so I don't know why I've had that plugged in. I probably should have had it in properly, so I could tell if my microphone was working. How does it feel that my centre mid has scored one more goal than your main striker? I don't care. Manchester City fan with that. Gundogan, he's been doing all right. I think he's definitely on his way to getting into the team of the season towards the end, which I didn't think was going to happen. I thought maybe his goals would dry up, but he's been doing very well. the chat, oh my days, brother, you haven't seen Gundogan playing like he's been doing well. He's been doing well. Okay, back to Aston Villa away at Brighton Hove Albion. Villa. We're playing all right, but results have been inconsistent. We win, we lose, we win, we lose, we win, we lose. We beat Arsenal 1-0, very good result defensively. We played like a team, which we haven't seen overly in the West Ham game, the Southampton game, the Burnley game, but we played very, very well. And I was very pleased with the result against Arsenal because it reflected the game well. We are starting with pretty much the same team that we've done over and over again. Martinez, Cash, Konza, Mings, Target, McGinn, Louise, Traore, Barkley, Grealish, and big man Ollie Watkins up front. I think that's a completely unchanged team, I believe, from the Arsenal game. Unless Nakamba was playing that day. I can double check. I think it's the same team. If you lose to the beach, the absolute scenes. It could happen. It is the Premier League. We've already, like I said, we've seen some weird results today. So 100% could happen. Braced and dropped Davinson Sanchez like he's Nate Robinson. I saw that on Twitter. He got absolutely dropped. Oh yes, Liverpool gifting us fourth. What has happened to Liverpool? Guys, what has happened to Liverpool? They've absolutely fallen apart. I think the biggest thing to hit Liverpool this season was the Villa one. And I know they responded to that a little bit, but I don't think they ever fully recovered. And the Burnley loss to them at Anfield fully smashed them to pieces. Villa helped them on the way. I think Burnley put the nail in their coffin. 2-1 Brighton. That is the first prediction of the day. What do you guys think in chat of the score today? We were good away from home. We did draw 1-1, I think, against these last season. They did beat us 2-1 at Villa Park, but we did dominate that game. Very unlucky not to get a result. 0-0, 3-2 Brighton. I think we'll win 2-0 today. I think defensively we've been very solid, and I cannot see, other than Neil Maupay, I cannot see there being too many issues for us to contend with. We've got a very strong lineup. Jack Grealish coming out, captain the team. He will walk the team out. Villa will come onto the pitch first. 3-2 Brighton, 2-1 Villa. Villa, I love the passion in that void. Alisson, Lloris played awful. Goalkeepers recently have been shocking. Absolutely shocking. They're playing like David De Gea in like 2018. Trossard, no, all right, I respect Trossard. They also have what happened to is it Yakinbash or something like that? He doesn't seem to play but always scores absolute screamers. I don't understand why he's barely featured for Brighton. They are once again playing a 3 at the back. I think they do this a lot, really. Sanchez, White, Dunk, Burn. I think the back 3 and the keeper has been pretty much unmovable this season. With Veltman, Gross, Basuma, Alzate, McAllister, Trossard, and Morpay. Veltman didn't feature against Villa, I don't think, when we played them at Villa Park. So that'll be interesting to see. Morpay and Trossard may cause some issues, but I think with Grealish, Watkins, and Traore, I think we'll cause them more, personally. Dunk is a solid defender and should definitely feature for England more. Way better than Harry Maguire, way better than the centre-backs that we play. Even, you know what, I'll even say Tyrone Mings. I 100% think that. I'm not going to sit here and give you guys ball. I like Mings, but there's definitely better defenders, and Lewis Dunk in the middle of their defence may be hard to break down. Basuma makes a lot of chances. Yeah. What happened to... is Lamptey injured? That's my first question. So Lamptey's missing, yeah. So he's on their missing list. That's a good player to miss, because I remember when we lost to these, he was like their best player for sure. He creates a lot defensively. He works hard. He's definitely a massive danger down the wing. So I'm very glad. Yeah, so Yakinbash is actually also, I believe, injured. Sonny March, he was also a great player against Villa. He will also be missing, so very good news for Villa fans. I love Tyrone Mings, but there are better. Ezri Konsa is better than Tyrone Mings. Yet Mings seems to get all the publicity, which I don't overly understand. Gundogan is going to get back-to-back player of the month. I don't know that. I don't know. We're very, we're fairly early on into February. I think it's very easy to, someone else could get ridiculous amount of goals in the next couple of weeks and completely outshine Gundogan. Then we'll forget how well Gundogan has played. Lamptey's also very good. I've been watching him for a while, ever since he was at the Chelsea Academy. What was the game that Lamptey first came onto the scene, properly came onto the main scene? I think it was the Chelsea game against Brighton, and he was pretty much man of the match on the day. And you got I think even Reece James for Chelsea scored a screamer that day as well. So it's definitely the day of right backs. AJ, I remember when I for goodness sake. Man has already got one, and he's already scored 3 or 4 goals. He's definitely performing well. I won't take credit away from him. It's up to him to see if he can keep it going now. But he's definitely hit form. I don't think, to be quite fair, I don't think he played that well against Villa. I know he scored, but I think it was a penalty. And I remember on the day he missed some absolute sitters. So other than the Villa game, I think he's done well for Gundogan. For Manchester City. Brighton and Hove Albion, I cannot speak today. They will kick off at the Amex, kicking from left to right. Morpay will kick off for them. Too much drip, dripping, absolutely dripping with drip. Brighton have kicked off. Dunk will launch it long, trying to win a throw-in, and it will be an Aston Villa throw-in. Yeah, it hasn't gone their way already. It'll be at Matty Cash to take for Villa. They tried to punt it long, try and win a flick header. Danny Welbeck played against Villa, actually. He's on the bench. I thought he was quite impressive for them. So they're definitely a much different side when we last played them. Dripping. Thank you very much, John. Cash of Villa. Lovely layout from Barkley back to Cash. He goes long towards Watkins. And already Watkins didn't quite win that aerial battle. And Brighton will comfortably win the ball. I'm interested to see what their style of play will be. When we last played them, they're a very counter-attacking team. Pretty much relied on direct balls, put Tyrone Mings under pressure, and it worked a little bit, to be quite fair. They did score 2 goals, you know, and they won the game. You can't really question it's hard to question tactics anyway when you end up winning. But you think at home maybe they won't be as direct. Matt Target, wins a header. Tyrone Mings wins another one. Bit of head tennis here. McGinn back to Target, takes it off his chest. Oh, it looked like it flicked off. Okay, fair enough. It will be a Villa throw. And it looked like it slightly glanced off Target's chest. Target, misplaced throw in. Oh, it's well received by Basuma. Edge of the box for Brighton. Basuma lays it off well. Chance. He's Alzate for Brighton. Good defending from Cash. Holds him a little bit. Maybe a bit cheeky. And we force Brighton all the way back to Dunk. And Dunk back to Sanchez. Good defensive work from Villa. Oh, misplaced pass from Sanchez. Very nearly won by Watkins. Watkins does foul his man Ben White. It was a bit of a loose one from Sanchez. Welbeck is the goat. Hello, going to be a tight game. Oh, timer. Yes. Have it enabled. There we go. Yeah, I forgot about the timer. So there you guys go. We need to sign the GOAT, Danny Welbeck. Man, we've had Jay Lings and Datman Welbs score against us this season. Emi Martinez under pressure has to lay it off to Mings. Mings will win a throw-in, a lovely little deflection as he tries to find Matt Target. Fairly well, well pressed from Brighton, but Villa do retain the ball. John McGinn, good strength from him, lays it off to Jack Grealish. First time he's had the ball. Grealish, is he fouled? He is. And it was Veltman again with the foul. Free kick to Aston Villa. I think the score will be 2-1 to Villa today. No, 2-0. I said 2-0 actually. I shouldn't change my mind. I think we'll have enough quality. We deserved to win the last time out. And I think we'll get our revenge this time. I hope so anyway. Tyrone Mings launches it long towards Ollie Watkins. Headed back by... it was a risky one by Dunk. Sanchez does very well off his line, catches the ball. If he was a little bit more on his line, I think Traore gets to that. Chance for Brighton. Villa try and press them back a little bit. Here's Bissouma. Back to Lewis Dunk. He's like their ball-playing centre-back, really. He's their form of Tyrone Mings. He likes to receive the ball. He likes to launch it long. Veltman for Brighton. Good high press from Target. And he's won it well. And Villa will have a throw-in. Very well played from Villa. We put Veltman under pressure and I think he failed the task a little bit there. AJ is the guy. Remember when Lord Lingardinho scored a brace? He did well that day, to be fair. Not just his goals. He's just a general link-up play. He looked very confident. We haven't seen a confident Jesse Lingard in a very long time. Here's White for Brighton. Clips it long. Oh, it's a very nice pick-out pass. And here's McAllister to take the ball forward for Brighton. Past the halfway line with Barkley trailing him. He's forced out wide, finds Veltman. Veltman has players in front of him. Cushion pass out wide to Gross. Into the middle. Good layoff chance. It's McAllister. Shot deflected. Will be surely a corner to Brighton. And I think a corner has been given. Good play from Brighton. They picked the passes well. Villa, a little bit naive defensively there. Just let them in a little bit. It looked like there was no danger, and suddenly Gross picks out a wonderful pass. Great layoff. McAllister shot. Good block from Douglas Luiz. Yeah, it just hits the ankle of Douglas Luiz. It's a good challenge. A corner to Brighton. 4 minutes played, still goalless. Brighton have actually started very bright, to be quite fair. And Gross will take the corner for them. Their central midfielder drills it into the middle. Header away by Tyrone Mings. Veltman heads it forward towards Gross. It will be taken... And another deflected cross. It was taken up by Trossard. And his cross was deflected off target for another Brighton corner. Villa not really in their stride as of yet, but it is very early on in the game. Aston Villa is going to beat the... That's a way of putting it. Corner to Brighton again. I wonder if Gross will put it the same place. Tyrone Mings did very well to win his header. I think we're quite tall compared to them. They don't have many tall players other than... the obvious Lewis Dunk. Corner comes in. Head away from Traore this time. To the edge of the penalty area. There may be a shot here. It's Alzate. Has to go back to Dunk. We force him all the way back to Bissouma. Bissouma tries to carry it against Traore. Lovely pass out wide. Chance for Alzate. It's Neil Maupay. In the box, cross is deflected from Douglas Luiz. Well battled from Luiz to keep the ball in the corner. And he'll win a throw-in for Aston Villa. Very well defended from Douglas Luiz. Not only to win the tackle, to block the cross, and to win a throw-in for Villa to avert all danger. Very well played from Douglas Luiz. Very well played. It's just the simple, basic stuff I want defensive midfielders to do it, and that was precisely it. AJ, you say that Gundogan can get outshined this month. He's already braced 2 league games, 1 assist in 13. Okay. Well, like I said, he might win it. Who knows? We don't know. It will be a free kick to Brighton and Hove Albion. Give me 1 sec. They have dominated this game so far, to be quite honest. I'm not going to sit here and say otherwise, but they 100% have been the better team so far. We've defended well, but we've struggled. They've had a lot of set pieces so far. They've got another one. I think it's their 4th set piece already. It's not looking that great for Villa, but as long as we keep our defensive shape, we keep that spirit, I think we may be okay. He's not dead. I don't know why he's saying that. He's genuinely not dead. Free kick to Brighton. My prediction 1-0 Villa. As of right now, I don't know. Into the middle. Oh, good header away defensively from Ollie Watkins. Brighton keep the ball. Another cross into the middle. It's headed away from Matty Cash. This cross was from Veltman from the right-hand side. Another cross from the left this time. Flick header on, and it's going to bounce very, very far wide. Is a tame header from Burn. Didn't really get any direction. He got into space. Well, Burn. He came up for the free kick. He stayed there. And the header was very poor. Emi Martinez doesn't even move. There's another shot on goal for Brighton. With Villa haven't had... We've not had one. It's literally just been us defending. I know it's very early on in the game, but it's not the greatest of starts for Villa. Already put under pressure. Lovely turn away with John McGinn. Barkley. Has he been fouled? No. A lovely flick pass from Douglas Luiz. He carries the ball forward for Villa. We've got plays forward now with Matt Targett coming through from left back. Targett has to go back to John McGinn. McGinn switches the play, but it's not a great pass. It's well intercepted. A good sliding interception from Matty Cash to concede a throw-in. But it was all played from that fairly poor sloppy pass from John McGinn towards Bertrand Traore, who was never going to win it. And it was easy for Alzate to take the ball down. But a great sliding tackle from Cash to stop any sort of counter-attack for Brighton. 2-1 Villa, but I think Brighton will score first. We don't react well. Oh, it's a mistake. Oh, very nearly. Pounced upon from Jack Grealish. It was another fairly poor pass from Veltman towards his centre-back partner, Ben White. But Jack Grealish didn't quite get the first lovely disguised throw-in to McAllister. Edge of the box for Brighton, forced to the left-hand side. Can he work it into the middle? Is Alzate again. Back to McAllister. A bit of a playmaker here. Basuma clips it towards the back post. Veltman, low ball into the middle. It's a good one. More pay chance for Brighton. Shot. And it's away from Matty Cash. It was going wide. To be quite fair. It looked like it was going to harmlessly sail for a goal kick. Another cross into the middle. Another header on goal. It's a strong header. Put over the bar from McAllister. A very good ball into the middle. And a fairly decent header with a lot of power. But it just goes over the bar. Again, just very poor from Villa. Very, very poor defensively from Villa. And that Neil Maupay shot is really not a shot at all. Just looking at the replay now. It's another good cross from Veltman on this right-hand side. A lovely delivery. And the header is so very nearly 1-0. Absolute bullet header from McAllister. AJ. I don't know how to respond to that. I did have a gym pass before the second lockdown. Rest in peace. Watkins will score, a lot of goals today. Maybe. Who knows? Not right now, though, to be fair. It's been all them. We can barely get our own half. Martinez goes long from the goal kick. Villa don't win it. It's back in Brighton's possession once again. Douglas Luiz with a very commanding header for Villa. Barkley gets away with a loose pass. It's another good tackle from McAllister again. And Villa, we just lose the ball. Every time we get it, we lose the ball. And even when we get fortunate with a misplaced pass, we still lose it. It's been very poor. Sanchez for Brighton. Villa press players forward. Ben White for Brighton. Back to Sanchez. He looks like he'll go diagonal. No, we'll keep it short. And they're going to pass the way out of trouble. Bissouma for Brighton. He likes to carry the ball. Lovely threaded pass. And they're going to play for the middle. McAllister. It was played behind him, to be fair. It was a bit of a poor pass from Trossard. Villa again try and go long towards Ollie Watkins. And Watkins, he will win a throw-in, to be quite fair. Lays it off to Traore. Traore was silly back heel to absolutely no one. It's Trossard for Brighton. That was very silly again. We have the ball under complete control. We've not a Brighton player around Traore. And he just backheels it into absolute no man's land. It's Veltman for Brighton. We can barely keep the ball right now. Man's moving like James Charles. Oh my days. It's very poor from Bertrand Traore. I have no idea what he's trying to do there. It looked like I just stepped onto the pitch. Absolutely shocking. Lewis Dunk for Brighton. They look so comfortable, Brighton, right now. Not good enough from Villa. I know obviously it's still 0-0 and we can... A goal in this game. Everyone forgets how this game started, but this has not been a good start for Villa. Another sprayed pass out towards Veltman, who's done so well. Took the ball down well. Beats a tackle from target. Shot! Good save, Emi Martinez towards the near post. Any more power might have troubled Emi a little bit more. But he skips past target as if he's not there. Lovely takedown off his chest. Very confident stride towards the centre of the goal. Shot with Tyra Mings on him. And it wasn't hit with a great deal of power. But it's on target, to be fair, for Brighton. And, you know, they keep having these chances. We're not going to get away with it eventually. Traore needs one. Thought you were the best... Look, I like to downplay it a little bit, you know. It's the reason why I don't play for them now. Target, back to Tyra Mings for Villa. This is probably the longest bit of possession Villa have had. That's quite sad. Jack Grealish has to come so deep to win the ball. Lays it back to Mings. Mings with a lovely sidestep to get away from Maupay. Finds Ezri Konza. Konza goes to the right-hand side of Cash. Brighton have pressed players forward. Cash... with a lovely pick out to Jack Grealish. Villa still have to go backwards. Target looks for Grealish. Lovely ball down the channel to Jack Grealish. Flicks on the inside. Lovely play from Grealish. Edge of the box. John McGinn. Heavy pass to Grealish and he can't keep it in play. But all that was created from a nice little threaded through ball from Target, which Grealish took down so well. Flicked it over the shoulder of Ben White. Laid it off well to John McGinn. And then McGinn tried to give it back to Grealish. A very heavy pass. Put it out of play. It will be a goal kick to Brighton. First bit of possession for Villa, and we created a good opportunity there. It's John McGinn let us down. Brighton again take it quite short. So they're playing different. They're actually playing actual football this time, not like what they've played at Villa Park. I say that as they do a long ball to Maupay. He takes it down well. Brighton build with Bissouma. Veltman again. They like playing down this right-hand side. They're getting a lot of freedom. Veltman. Oh, that's a poor pass from Veltman. John McGinn does well. Barkley to Douglas Luiz. Luiz under pressure from Maupay. Luiz to Barkley's tackle from Bissouma. And oh, it's a free kick. Apparently Bissouma fouled Barkley. I didn't overly see that, to be quite fair. But the referee did, and it will be a free kick to Aston Villa. 15 minutes played. Still goalless at the Amex. Very little to show for Villa. Yeah, it is a foul, actually. The pass from McGinn to Barkley, and he got his foot clipped by Bissouma. To be quite fair, I didn't see that, and I didn't claim for it. But I'm glad the referee did. Matt Target back to Tyra Mings. Again, Brighton have pressed a lot of players forward. They do have those wide players. They have an attacking midfielder as well. They can really press Villa all the way. Emi Martinez clips it out wide to Target. Heads it back to Tyra Mings. Near the corner flag for Villa. Mings leathers it long. Oh, it's a poor misplaced pass to Veltman. It's poor from Villa and it's thankfully given away. John McGinn trying to win a free kick. He doesn't. Lays it off to Konza. Villa again trying to go long. And again we give it away. Is that a handball from White? Referee doesn't think so. We keep giving the ball away over and over again. White clips it towards Neil Maupay and he's not quick enough. And Tyra Mings will put it into touch for a throw-in for Brighton. Very poor from Villa. Tyra Mings shakes his head. He knows This has been very, very poor. We keep giving the ball away. The possession has not been enough. Our pass accuracy, I'd hate to think what it is right now. I'm from the Germany, and I'm a fan from the best Bundesliga club, FC Schalke. Well, I'm glad to have you here. I appreciate it. Lovely long throw into middle. Cross towards Morpie. Good takedown. Very well defended from Douglas Luiz. Again, it seems to be Gross, Trossard and Veltman causing all the danger, with McAllister drifting from one wing to the other, trying to feed in players. And we're not dealing with it. Lovely takedown from Douglas Luiz. Lovely 1-2 with Barkley as well. Goes out wide to Jack Grealish. Finally, Grealish. Oh, the player's stopped. I think the player's gone down injured here. Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins is pulling his shorts down. I think. Oh no, not shorts. His socks now. Yeah, he's at. Oh yeah, I'm just seeing it now. I think it was Dan Byrne accidentally stamping on Ollie Watkins' leg there. Bit nasty. I don't think he meant to, but it's a nasty one. Thankfully, it's not his shorts. It will be, I think, a drop ball. I don't think it's not a foul because it wasn't intentional, and Villa will get the drop ball. Ezri Konsa for Aston Villa. Back to Emi Martinez. Again, a great press from Brighton. I've been very impressed with how they played today. Is Matt Target. Finds Jack Grealish again. You know, when Grealish has to come short, you know things aren't going well. Lovely layoff to Douglas Luiz. He carries it forward for Villa. We're going to go down the right-hand side. Bertrand Traore has Cash ahead of him. Finds Grealish, who's drifted on the right-hand side. Traore gets it back. Barkley, again, it's 1-2 passes, trying to just break down this Brighton defence. We have to go backwards. Tyrone Mings against the left-hand side with Matt Target. Jack Grealish still on that right-hand side, so Target fairly alone. Back to McGinn. We're being forced back. Every time we try and create an opportunity, we're just going backwards towards Tyrone Mings again. John McGinn for Villa. Barkley, who again has had to come short. Barkley back to McGinn. These two players keep interchanging it with each other. McGinn out wide to Matt Target, to Jack Grealish. Back to Target. Lovely lad from Grealish. Target cross. Finds Barkley. Barkley lays it edge of the box. It's Douglas Luiz! And it's wide of the post. It's a good build-up from Villa. All created from Jack Grealish again with a lovely, lovely weighted pass to Target. His low first-time ball was laid off to the edge of the penalty area from Ross Barkley. And Luiz likes to curl them, and he just doesn't wrap his foot round enough, and it will be wide of the post. Still 0-0. You'll feel all better after I put a band-aid on. Oh, for goodness sake. Void, you're such a weird man. Oh, it took a deflection, actually. It's a corner for Villa. I didn't see. It must have been the slightest of touches, because it did look like it just drifted past the post. I'm going to take it, though. Jack Grealish for Aston Villa. 80 minutes gone. Still goalless. Grealish takes right-footed. It's easy for Bissouma. It's away only as far as Target, though. And Luiz retains the ball for Villa. Oh, lovely pass to Grealish. Grealish, is he fouled? He is! Just by the penalty area. Sliding challenge. Should be a yellow card. It's a desperate lunge. And it is a yellow card. Very good refereeing there. And it will be a free kick to Aston Villa. What a pick-up from Douglas Luiz. Oh, yeah. To be fair, there's nothing really Alzate could have done. He had to slide in to stop the cross. He's had to take one for the team there. It's not a penalty. It is just a free kick. It's very close to the penalty area. It is a free kick, though, to Aston Villa. The lovely weight of the pass from Douglas Luiz to feed in Jack Grealish is he was about to put the ball into the box from the byline. It's literally, what, about half a foot away from the penalty area. It will be a Bertrand Traore free kick for Aston Villa. Very dangerous position to whip it in. We've got the players forward. Konsa, Mings, Ollie Watkins, Barkley, all there. Can he whip it? Traore, it's poor from Traore. Easy for Bissouma to head away. Villa still keep the ball. Cash plays it to the left-hand side. That's very poor. And Jack Grealish with a poor takedown. And even Grealish pulls back his man, and it is a free kick to Brighton. That's a letdown. And Jack Grealish has even been booked for the pullback. That's a real letdown for Villa. An absolute woeful free kick from Traore. An easy header away from Bissouma. Grealish was booked between the pullback and then he kicks the ball away. So it's arguably for kicking the ball away, maybe, that he's got that. But it's a silly one. It's a real silly one. 20 minutes played, still goalless. We're having more of the possession, but again, it's just a bit flat from Villa. Not exciting me, you know. Just maybe it's the decision making. We seem a little bit passive. We're not as aggressive as I'd want us to be. But Brighton, they have a good shape and they're defending well. Basuma is soaking up absolutely everything, and it was another good header away from him from the free kick. Grealish needs to... I just think he's a bit frustrated because we've had a couple opportunities and we've wasted them. Brighton play it again down the right with Veltman. He's been their best player so far today. I've been very impressed with him. McAllister. Lovely tee up with Gross. He's got Veltman out wide. Oh, it's a poor pass though from McAllister. And then poor pass from Grealish. Straight back to them. Here's Trossard. Skips through the legs of Douglas Luiz. And he's fouled. It's a free kick right at the edge of the D. I think Douglas Luiz was nutmegged and then he trips over his man. Just going to watch this replay again. It's Trossard. Oh, it's a lovely skip away from Douglas Luiz. He's drawn the foul so well there. Something Grealish likes to do. And yeah, it is a free kick. That's again a soft one from a Villa perspective. But it is a free kick to Brighton. No booking for Douglas Luiz. It's definitely a shooting opportunity. We've seen these gone in. McAllister looks like he will take it for Brighton. We've got a 3-man wall as of right now with 4-man with Barkley, Watkins, Tyra Mings and Ezri Konsa. Mings showing his back towards the kick taker. This is a worrying one for me. I've got a bad feeling. It's a soft one. This was definitely a preventable free kick. This was down to poor judgment defensively from Douglas Luiz, which I haven't said that a lot this season. McAllister to take for Brighton. Technically a 4-man wall, but John McGinn may join it very late. He's probably going to whip this in the top right corner. That's where I'd put it anyway from this position. It's McAllister over the wall. It's over the bar. Didn't have enough dip on it to cause any real problems for Villa. It was hit with a fair bit of power, but it was never looked like it was going to come down. It's not far over the bar, but it's fairly poor. Fairly poor free kick. I'll take it though, because that, you know, if James Ward-Prowse is on that, I'm a little bit worried. Bertrand Traore with another flick header for Villa. We give it away. But Brighton, to be fair, give the ball away for a throw-in under pressure from Bertrand Traore. And Matty Cash will take it for Aston Villa. Cash goes long. Byrne with an easy header. His play towards Watkins, and Dan Byrne is so tall. He's won virtually every header so far. Tyron Mings heads it forward. McAllister under pressure from John McGinn. McGinn's actually fouled. He'll take it quickly. And another foul, this time on Jack Grealish. 2 fouls in the space of 5 seconds. Grealish holding his leg on the floor. It looked like it was a Veltman tackle. There will be another free kick. 2 fouls in the space of 5 seconds. Yeah, it was Veltman. Up the back of Jack Grealish. Quite a nasty one, really. Yeah, there's not really... And Basuma even handballed it too. So no matter what happened there, that free kick was going to be given. It will be a free kick for Villa. We've got an opportunity to actually put players forward, but I think we're actually going to take it short because we're not... we are going to play it forward because we're getting Tyra Mings and Ezri Konsa up now. I don't think that was the initial plan because they stayed back and suddenly these Villa players are coming forward. We've got Douglas Luiz and Matt Targett around the free kick for Villa. It's quite far out. Ollie Watkins standing in an offside position. Maybe acting as the decoy here. It's going to be Matt Targett to take. Targett clips it to the right hand side. Header from Tyra Mings. That will be a throw in. That's very poor. Again, everything we've done today has been really, really poor. This has been championship standard from Villa, especially attacking wise. We have an opportunity maybe to press them into the corner there. Basuma back to Lewis Dunk. Goes out wide to Veltman again. Veltman, it's a poor pass actually, but he's got away with it. It managed to find a man. He wasn't looking for Trossard, but he found him. We do force Brighton all the way back. Is Ben White under pressure from Watkins? No foul was given. and it will be surely an Aston Villa throw-in. Yeah, it is. Ollie Watkins. Veltman wins the tackle there, and it will be another throw into Aston Villa closer to the corner flag this time. It's been fairly poor, especially from a Villa perspective. Brighton actually have had the throw-in instead rather than Villa. It looked like it flicked off Veltman last, but a referee apparently thought it was Watkins. Villa do win the ball from the throw, and we're forced back to Yosvi Konza. We're struggling to create anything, really. It's been fairly flat from both teams. Brighton's passing has been very good, but then going forward, you can see why. You know, they're more of a relegation threatened side than mid-table. That they don't have a lot of quality in terms of striking a ball, but their passing has been good, and defensively they look fairly solid. But you know, this same Brighton team, you know, we're battered against Burnley really, and I wouldn't have said Burnley were a great team. Ben White goes back to Sanchez from the free kick. They like to play out from the back, and it has worked. I don't think our press has been that great. We've not won many balls from the middle of the park. We only seem to win the tackles when they're in our final third. And then we like to play direct, and then we give the ball away. The only times we've actually created anything of note is when Jack Grealish has managed to find a pass down the wing to Matt Target, or to have a little bit of skill to get away from his man. But we are really relying on Grealish here. Good interception from, again, Barkley. Matty Cash for Aston Villa. Again, we falls backwards. Konza. Tyrone Mings. Again, Brighton's work rate is so impressive. So impressive. We have been poor. And John McGinn with another poor pass. And it's rinse and repeat. Bissouma carries the ball so far. Tries to play a pass. It actually hits target without him knowing it. Villa get away with it. And John McGinn, is he fouled? Yes, he is, from Bissouma. Free kick to Aston Villa. This has been poor. This has been very poor. I'm going to actually have a look. The possession and just in the stats in general, we've had 38% of the ball. Brighton have had 6 attempts on goal. We've only had that one, which was a deflected shot from Douglas Luiz. Have they stopped us playing a bit? Yeah, so what they've done actually, they've retained the ball very well. Which you wouldn't expect that from a Brighton team, but their possession has been very good, and we struggled to break them down. Jack Grealish, whenever he seems to get the ball, he has to drop very, very deep in order to try and create absolutely anything. And I've just seen again, Matty Cash. Well, we've got away with it actually, but he slips as he plays the ball forward, and Watkins put Burn under pressure. The only time we seem to win the ball, in fact, a throw-in has been given anyway. The only time we seem to win the ball is when direct plays are played towards Ollie Watkins, and Burn, Ben White, or Lewis Dunk have to concede a throw-in. But we're not doing much more than that. It's been very, very sloppy. John McGinn, Douglas Luiz have looked very, very substandard today. McGinn has given the ball away a lot today. Interceptions have been okay, but Luiz has been skipped past a few times. He brought his man down for a free kick. We just look poor, and again, a poor touch from Traore. He keeps the ball well, but he's had to, because his touch is so bad, he's been forced to go backwards. And again, and this time we don't get away with it. Morpay for Brighton, and he's fouled by Douglas Luiz. So again, I've just mentioned Traore with a very, very poor touch. We get away with it this time. That time, because he managed to lay the ball off to Konza. He gets it back again, and we don't get away with it this time because Neil Morpay intercepts it before Konza can get it again this time, and Douglas Luiz has to bring him down. It's very, very poor. Traore, this is the worst I've probably seen him in. We might need to sub soon, not going to lie. This has been really, really poor. If they take a 1-0 lead from this free kick, I'd actually make a sub. I'd make one, don't go too crazy. But I would make a sub. This has been worse. I'd take Traore off. I don't think Traore has done a single positive thing. I'd rather not go bankrupt by buying Messi as much. It would be it'd be a big statement, but it would absolutely bankrupt Villa. It will be a free kick to Brighton, again in shooting position. Something I don't really want to see here. It's a shot, it's low, and it's a simple one for Emi Martinez. That one is fairly comfortable. I think Gross took it for Brighton. He tried to go underneath the wall. That's a bit of a miss hit, really. We get away with that. It was a Gross free kick. Like name, like strike. Very, very hit and miss, really. You know, I'd want from that type of distance away from the goal. I'd want to drill that over the wall towards that top corner. He's trying to like pass it. I don't know. Very low and tame. Emi Martinez will deal with those all day. That's what I mean. I feel like Brighton have a good way of playing, a good style of play, but I don't think they have the players to quite match it sometimes. Target. He isn't fouled. Oh, it's so nice from Ben White as he skips away from Traore. Veltman, a nice pass away from John McGinn. Here's Trossard. He finds Gross here. Edge of the box. Chance of Brighton. It's McAllister. Shot deflects off Ezri Konsa. Doing very well. Traore gives the ball away again for Aston Villa. It's kept in play from Veltman. Veltman... I actually don't know what he was trying to do there. Even his pass was quite poor. But it's Traore again, always giving the ball away. We do win a free kick this time. But Traore, again, every time I see him on the ball, he gives it away. It's been absolutely shocking. Patrick Bamford would be useful. I just remember how poor he was for Leeds in the Championship. He's done well this season, to be fair. But it could be a one-season wonder. I just know for the last couple of years he's been poor. Ollie Watkins actually having a change of boots right now. I'm not entirely sure what that's all about. But he's on the sidelines now, doing his laces. He's completely swapping out his boots. This has been very deflating. This looks like the Villa of last year, and I think the only difference is we just looked a little bit more defensively compact, but going forward we look exactly the same. Traore tries to win a header. I think that's going to drift out for a throw into Brighton and Hove Albion by the corner flag. Traore looks hurt actually. He's gone for that. He's took a weird landing. I wouldn't even mind if he came off, in all honesty. I think it might benefit Villa because this man can play so well at times, right? He can actually have like the whole stadium at his feet. You can have every player could be in absolute awe of his incredible ability on the ball. And he can have games like this where he just looks absolutely awful. It looks like like a kid from one of the ball boys has just come on the pitch. Shocking. Gross does give the ball away there to Ollie Watkins. Watkins wins a throw for Aston Villa. Very well played from him. It was Gross being a little bit naive, thinking we weren't going to win the ball off him. He just seems to stop the ball in play. And not try and pass his way out. And I'm not sure what he was trying to do there. Maybe win a free kick for Brighton, but we don't foul him. Matt Target tries to find Barkley. Traore with a tackle. Might fall kindly. It doesn't, however. Villa win it on the halfway line with Konsa. He goes long and puts it out of play for a Brighton throw. And this has just been so meh. So meh. Like, even from a Brighton perspective, I mean, they'd be happy they're not losing, to be quite fair, but such a poor standard so far. Konsa with another poor pass. And this is bad, actually. They've got players forward. Trossard for Brighton. It's Maupay. He tries to find Gross. They still keep it. Chance. Maupay takes it off his man. Cross. Oh, cross/shot actually hits the shoulder of Emi Martinez. And he ends up holding the ball. I actually thought Maupay was offside. He seemed to take the ball over Gross. He should have left it for Gross. He was in a much better position, coming in on his right foot from a diagonal position where Maupay had to come across him. A bit selfish there from Neil Maupay. It looked like he was going to cross it into the middle, but then he just smashes it towards Emi Martinez from the most tightest of angles. It hits the left shoulder of Emi. Yeah, he should have left that. That was very poor because even if it was a shot, it was going wide. And if it was a cross, then it was nowhere near a Brighton player. That's poor from Maupay. AJ, what do you think about Foden? He could be the next big thing. I want to see good things from Phil Foden. He's a good talent. I want to see if he can keep it going and not be like a Michu, like a one season wonder. I want him to really shine and show what he can do. He's at a good club for it. You know, a team that's not going to go down, anything like that. And a team that will give him minutes. That's what he needs. We can only hope of getting into half-time. Dean Smith giving them an earful. We need it. We need it right now. This is very poor. Tyrone Mings to Douglas Luiz, back to Konsa. We haven't had a shot on target. you know, in any game of football, that's not good enough, really. Douglas Luiz tries to clip it towards the right-hand side. It's easy for Burn. Villa somehow keep the ball there instead of putting... I have no idea how Cash doesn't accidentally concede a throw in here. He does this time with a slide tackle interception on Alzate. This has been awful. Ollie Watkins has had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 touches of the ball, according to Sky. 7. In 36 minutes of football. If that doesn't tell you there's been a problem, I don't know what will. Wow. Another tackle from Cash. Matty Cash has actually been our best player today so far. He's done like 4 or 5 slide tackles, a lot of interceptions. He likes to press quite a bit from right back. That's why they keep going down the right hand side rather than his channel. Because as much as I love Target, he's not showing the same impetus. Veltman tries to play it in towards Grice. Well intercepted from John McGinn. Grealish wins a throw-in off Basuma. Very well defended. Brighton have done well to stop Grealish. The fact that Grealish has to come so deep, man. He's almost playing like a left-back at times. Because he's trying to get into the rhythm. Barkley with a poor touch. Sees Trossard take the ball for Brighton. We give the ball away on our own throw-in. Very poor. Alzate, McAllister ahead of him. Alzate in the box. Back heel to McAllister. Trossard, edge of the penalty area. Chance of Brighton. Trossard! What a save, Emi Martinez. What an opportunity. Trossard with his wonder of a left boot. Strikes it towards the top right corner. And it's a great palm away from Emi Martinez. Very poor defensively from Villa. No one on Trossard. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot there. Just in the box. He drills it very well. He might have actually been going over the bar from the replay. But it's still good reflexes from Emi Martinez. And I'd rather him do that than just stand there. Very well played. And Trossard, who hasn't actually been involved much of this game, nearly put someone up. I need to make sure that was actually going in, to be fair. Corner comes in. It will be another corner. I think Ross Barkley won the header there. Tingo spanked Traore. Traore needs to come over at half time. This is absolutely woeful. There is no real excuse to be so bad since we've had 7 days to recover. We look worse now than what we did when we played every 3 days. For some reason, we need new players on for sure. There's no problem because... Oh, for goodness sake. Void, every comment you make is is an absolute troll. Another corner to Brighton. Gross to take. It's a good header. And it's just clipped the post. I think it was a Burn header there. Villa right in their look now. That was very poor. It was Douglas Luiz not doing enough. He got absolutely fully beaten. Wait, was it a save? Burn's header against Konza and Luiz. That's a great save. I thought it hit the post. It's great. Fingertip save for Emi Martinez. It's so faint as he dives. It looks like it's just clipped the post. That's incredible goalkeeping. I'm in order over that, but still very poor defensively from Villa. Another corner to back post. Dunk's header back into the middle. Target clears only as far as Basuma. Veltman on this right hand side. Veltman's cross finds Dunk. Shot deflected back to Dunk. Lays it off to the left-hand side with Alzate. It's Trossard. Oh, lovely turn away from Luiz. Pulls it back. Shot from Burn. Deflects off Mings. Another corner for Brighton. If that falls to like a nil, Morpay, that's probably 1-0. It's a great pullback, but it's fell to a centre-back. He's actually, you know what? For a centre-back, that is great attacking positioning. He peels away from Matty Cash, from Konza, from Tyrone Mings. In a good central position, he strikes it fairly well towards the near post. It was a good block from Mings. Brighton take it short. Chance for McAllister, edge of the box. McAllister, he should have gone for a shot, really. He tried to find a pass. It's Tyrone Mings and Matt Target together managed to stop the ball through. And Brighton will have a throw-in on the halfway line. This has been very one-sided the last 5 minutes. One-way traffic from Brighton. We're looking like we're trying to hang on towards half-time here. Really hoping for Grealish to do something special. We need something. We need something because we look poor. We look really, really poor. We look a little bit lost as well defensively. We're getting away with little mistakes here and there. Emi Martinez, again with 2 amazing saves. That last one with the header from Byrne towards the far corner, unbelievable save from Emi Martinez. We shouldn't have to rely on a bit of goalkeeping to keep us in this. Very poor from Villa. I want to see a complete change in the second half, and this is not good enough at all. You know, I want us to at least compete in this game. We look like the team that's 16th. You know, if you were to have a guess at which team was, 9th and which team was 16th, you'd have no idea who was who. Absolutely poor. In terms of everything, possession, shots, chances, even just like pass accuracy. Target does well though, again away from Gross. Villa get a bit fortunate. Barkley towards Traore, very well defended from Byrne. Oh, great pick up from Cash to Traore. Chance for Villa. Traore into the middle. Half cleared from Dunk, volleyed away. A little bit of a miscue defensively. Villa still keep the ball. Jack Grealish on the left wing. First time he's really had the ball here. Jack Grealish to John McGinn, edge of the box. McGinn clips it back towards Grealish. Grealish looking for options. Oh, he tries to pick up Watkins. But Lewis Dunk does so well to just hold Watkins and allow the ball to go to Sanchez. Lewis Dunk has bullied Watkins a little bit today. You know, I usually say the other way around. In a lot of games, Watkins likes to really challenge defenders, but it's been fairly simple for Lewis Dunk. And him and Dan Burn have done well. I think maybe Ben White has probably been the weakest of the 3. But those 2 especially have done so well together. This is so boring to watch. This is, yeah, thankfully it's not as bad as the West Ham game. At least we're being a little bit more resolute defensively, but it's still not been good enough from Villa. Going forward, it's exactly the same. Sly tackle from Ollie Watkins actually very well played, and we do win the ball off that. John McGinn out wide to Matt Target for Aston Villa. Looking to end the half fairly strong. Barkley back to Tyrone Mings. 12 attempts to 1. 12 attempts to 1, and that one shot for Villa was off target. Brighton have had 4. Embarrassing. McGinn goes long. It's a good pass to Ollie Watkins. Now this is an opportunity because Brighton don't actually have... We didn't have that many players back. They do now because Watkins took too long to kind of make a decision. Matt Target takes it over. His pass is deflected and cleared by Veltman. It's Trossard. He tried a back heel against McGinn. McGinn won it, and he's won it again here, and it gives away a throw-in for Brighton. A little bit better. We're not getting penned in like we were, but it's just misplaced passes here and there. John McGinn found Watkins so well, and then Watkins just seemed to... He just took his time where, you know, if he lifts his head up, he might pick a pass through the middle. I don't know, it's just little things like that. Because Brighton weren't expecting the ball there. So their back 5 was caught out. Another long ball towards Watkins. He's took it again down well from this left wing. Lovely layoff to Ross Barkley. Barkley by the byline. Tackle from Basuma. Throw in to Aston Villa. Basuma has been solid for them. He's been absolutely solid. Someone mentioned his name before the game. I can't remember who it was. They said I should look out for him. He's been incredible for them. Another great tackle. No wonder Brighton have been so good this season. How you doing, Dino? What's good? It will be a Matt Target throwing for Aston Villa. Only 30 seconds plus injury time to go in this first half. I'd just like a shot on target. Barkley skips away well. Lays it off to absolutely no one. And McAllister will go back to Sanchez. And I can't see too much more happening. The added time hasn't been shown, but to be fair, there wasn't much injuries really. Trossard goes back to the right-hand side. Here's Ben White for Brighton. We're past the 45th minute mark. Still no time has been shown, bizarrely. 1 minute has been turned. Trossard towards the right-hand side. It's a little bit loose. Veltman has to... Oh, he did well. He took the ball down well. He tried to nutmeg Matt Target, we closed his legs in time. Ben White back to Veltman, chance for a final ball in. Good ball into middle. Louise, he gets away with it a little bit. It was very, very hard and low, drilled in by Veltman. Nearly caused danger for Aston Villa. We play it out wide towards Ollie Watkins. He doesn't win a free kick like he wanted to. It's 20 seconds to the end of the first half. Gross for Brighton. Finds a pass through the middle. McAllister's touch is very poor and Villa will win it back. I think he just kind of stepped on the ball rather than taking it down. Traore, Watkins. Traore gets it back. Surely one last opportunity. No, there isn't. That is half time. It is goalless at the Amex. Very, very poor from Aston Villa. Not good enough. I know I've said that a lot, but I really need to emphasise we have been completely and utterly second best. Nowhere near the levels that you'd expect an Aston Villa team to play at. Nowhere near the levels we played at even last week against Arsenal. We have made this Brighton team look exceptional today. Bissouma, McAllister, Veltman especially has been very impressive down this Brighton side. Jack Grealish complaining at the officials. I'm not sure over what. He should be complaining at the tactics because today this has been shocking. We're very fortunate that it is only 0-0 because if we were a goal down here, I wouldn't even complain. It's not been anywhere near the levels. Bissouma should watch out. He's incredible. He's an absolutely incredible player. We need to change something at half time. Bring McGinn and Barkley off. I don't think McGinn's the problem. I think it's Traore. I don't think Traore has done anywhere near enough. He's given the ball away several times. They've nearly scored off one of them. Ross Barkley, again, just doesn't look fully sharp. I don't know what it is. He looks insanely fit one week, and then today he looks really off the ball. Jack Grealish has done well. I think the only time we've actually carried the ball anywhere near their goal is through Jack Grealish. Nowhere near being good enough. Douglas Luiz has given away silly free kicks. I'm going to check the Aston Villa Twitter at half time. I'm sure the Villa fans will not be happy with this because I'm certainly not happy with this. I'm getting drink water vibes and it's giving me cold sweat. It has been shocking. So, another person, Tom AVFC1 said, lucky we've been dreadful. Daniel, Sanson on for Barkley. I beg, Barkley off, please. Admin tells Smith to take Barkley off. A lot of Barkley slander here. Absolutely awful so far. Need a big response in the second half, please. Trez on for Barkley. Sanson on for Barkley. Watkins looks like he's taken a knock. Ross Barkley's time is up now. Fam, Barkley has been woeful. To be fair, I'd say Traore has been worse. The fact I haven't actually seen much. Traore, okay, someone did say Traore and Barkley off. Sanson on for McGinn, Trez for Traore, El Ghazi for Barkley. Get Grealish at cam. That might be the play, you know. If we have Sanson and we're not playing him, why make a big statement in the transfer window and buy a great player in Morgan Sanson and then not play him in? I thought he was going to go straight into the team after a couple of games of him getting into match fitness. Unless he's really not quite there. I'm not sure why we're not playing him because, you know, the standard of football at Marseille is very high. You know, they always compete for the title in France. And is apparently not good enough for the Aston Villa midfield. Dean Smith was going to buy him in the summer instead. No, I don't know. We need something. We're getting absolutely outrun in the midfield. We look woeful going down the right wing. Traore keeps giving the ball away at every opportunity possible. Jack Grealish and Target have linked up well. Ollie Watkins hasn't really had a lot to do. He's forced her through a few throw-ins, but again, he's having to come out wide to win those. This has been absolutely shocking. This is probably fairly close to one of the worst first halves of Villa this season. I know it's only 0-0, but, you know, even the games we've been losing, we've had chances. You know, it's not been one wave. This has been absolutely shocking. Very, very poor from Villa. There's not a single positive comment right now. How many times does he want to play McGinn and Barkley before dropping them? Been awful for weeks. Really not sure what Barkley's doing to warrant a place in the team at the moment, given the ball away far too many times. Needs to bring on Sanson and Ramsey. Barkley just looks so. I said it earlier. It's just a little bit. It looks like he's played like 5 games in the space of 2 days. He always looks tired. Always looks tired. I'm gonna look at the Brighton and Hove Albion Twitter. They'll be very happy, I imagine. I don't think I want to watch the second half. He doesn't make changes. Bring off Barkley and McGinn. I would say Barkley Traore. I know McGinn hasn't been great either, but some of his passing has been okay. Don't worry. AJ Drip will save us. Oh yes. My drip is Pog. What can I say? Barkley's old, of course. He gets tired. Yeah, but man. The expected goals for Villa is 0.03. 0.03 of a goal. We expected to score that game. I have no words. Absolutely no words. Emi Martinez has made 2 wonderful saves. One possibly was going over, but it was hard to tell from the angle. The other one was definitely going in. A lovely fingertip save to deny Brighton goals. Bissouma is linked so well. Veltman, again, what a player Veltman is. Every time he's got the ball on the right, his crossing has been absolutely exceptional. And has caused us so many issues. There's a reason why they're not going down the left. And that is because of my man, Matty Cash. He's dominated quite well. I think one of the few players who can be proud of themselves. Cash, Martinez, I think Konza and Mings have done well. Other than those, no. Louise has been ripped to pieces at times. McGinn's given the ball away at times. The only attacking player can, to a degree, hold their hand up or to, be fairly pleased with their performance is Grealish. But he's pretty much a one-man army right now going forward. Martinez is amazing. Brighton dominating. I agree. Brighton have been fully all over us. It's been very, very poor. Not the standard I expect us to play at. This has been very poor. They did well against Tottenham. We should have seen this coming, really. Maybe I underestimated Brighton because I thought we'd win today. If you look at their results, they drew 1-1 with Burnley. They beat Liverpool. They beat Spurs. They haven't, they've only conceded 1 goal in 5 games. 2 goals in 6 as well. Like that is an incredible trade. Take nothing away from them. They've done very well this season. So yeah, well played for them. Hang on, give me 1 second. I'm just going to time this kid out and put user in timeout and hide user on this channel. There we go. There we go. And I'm going to hide my chat for now. Because it doesn't wipe away. Brighton, definitely the better team. For sure. This has been shocking. Looking on the Brighton perspective, thoughts on Leeds? I think they've been okay. I think they've been the better of the relegated teams. You look at West Brom, look at Fulham. Those teams lack goal scorers. Those teams can't buy a win. I think you've been impressive. You won't go down. What about Burnley? Burnley, I'm starting to think Burnley will never go down. Burnley will just always be part of the Premier League now, and we just need to accept them. They'll play the same type of football against the top clubs, but they'll beat teams like Palace, and that'll be enough for them. I don't hate Burnley. I do and I don't. It gets some results. If I was a Burnley fan, would I be happy with that football? Maybe not. But all I care about is, it's a results-based. It's a results-based business, is what I'm trying to say. And if it gets you wins, it gets you wins. Maybe at some point it will backfire on them. It nearly, it could have done last season. They recovered well. I remember they started poor. But they always seem to recover, and they always do well. Looking at the Brighton response, A Villa fan said, on behalf of Villa fans, apologise to this dross. We aren't usually this dull or defensive. Hopefully Dino gives them all a slap on the wrist and makes a game of it. Someone's the response to that is, that's alright, you haven't been bad, we just outplayed you. No, we've been bad. No, we've been bad. We haven't been outplayed by this, we've just been absolutely awful. They reckon they played well, good tempo, just unlucky the shots. It'll take something special to beat Martinez. You can't hate Burnley. To be fair, that is funny. Thoughts on Ben White not going to Leeds St Brighton? I think the decision was made by him. I know you'd want him to join Leeds, right? You got to look at it from his perspective of Brighton are quite an established Premier League team. You know, they've not really looked close to the relegation zone. They've been around there, but they've got a good build with Graham Potter, and they look like a quite decent team. Where Leeds, you could have been bottom of the league, you could have been top of the league. You got absolutely no idea when a team comes up of how well they're going to do. And he's made his decision to stay with a team that he feels probably more comfortable staying in that league. It is, it's a business. If he goes down, he earns half the money. Maybe now Leeds look like a better team he could go. Maybe he just is a Brighton fan. I don't know. But there's a reason why he made his decision. He might change his mind in the future, but I don't think you need him right now. I think you're okay. I wouldn't have said a centre-back. I say that. I may change my mind on that, because I don't think defensively it is your issues. I just think it's your style of play sometimes can work against you. I think you got great players, but it's just constant fatigue, and it will eventually take its toll unless you get lucky with fixtures and maybe only play once every week. But you can't play that way every 3 days. Marco Bielsa has had these issues with other teams where you have like an end of season drop off. COVID helped with that last season. But yeah, I think you'll be fine anyway. The bottom three are shocking this season. I think they're all fully down. It's probably the most set in stone bottom three we've seen for a very long time. But yeah, poor from back to Villa, been very poor. One shot on goal, which was a Douglas Luiz edge of the box curling effort, which never looked like threatening. We've had 9 free kicks on one corner. What have we done with them? Because I can barely think. We've had a lot headed away from Basuma. Traore's every set piece he's touched has gone straight to one of them. Absolutely woeful. I said at the start of the game we'd win 2-0. Doesn't look like right now. If I was to make a prediction from what I've seen, I think we'll lose 2-1. Or maybe not even score, probably lose 1-0, because we don't even look like scoring right now. But obviously I can't change my mind. I made my prediction, and I've stuck with it. It's definitely not played out. I thought if it was going to be goalless at half time, we'd have at least have dominated, possibly possession, definitely the shots on goal. But to have been ratioed 12-1 is absolutely pathetic. But it is what it is. We can obviously come back at any point. I just want to see a good turnaround from Aston Villa. As things stand, if we did draw, we would go up to 8th. We'd go above Tottenham with a game in hand over Tottenham. We'd be 3 points behind Chelsea with a game in hand over them. Same with West Ham, because they have the same points. We'd be a point behind Everton, but they have a game in hand over us. So yeah, can't understand Sheffield United demise. They're still a good team if they manage to reignite, but maybe I'm a romantic. I think Sheffield United got very unlucky at the start of the season. Look how many 1-0s they had. Let's have a look from the start of the season. 1-0 to us, 1-0 loss to Leeds, 2-1 defeat to Arsenal, 1-1 draw with Fulham, 2-1 defeat to Liverpool, 1-0 defeat to Man City. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 games. 5 of those they lost by a single goal. That's not being outplayed, right? That is one moment. That is one moment in that game that has gone against you. And that happened 5 out of 6 games. Then the biggest one, probably the 4-1 to Chelsea. They probably deserve that. But again, 1-0 to West Ham, 1-0 to West Brom, 2-1 to Leicester, 3-0 defeat to Southampton. So out of all their... Hang on, I'm going to double check. Out of all their losses, the only heavy ones have been Chelsea at 4-1, Southampton at 3-0. Even Man United, they lost 3-2 at home, and they ended up beating Man United at Old Trafford anyway. But they don't lose heavy. They've not lost heavy this season, and that is a good thing. I think maybe maybe Wilder will look at that and say, come on, it's been little moments in games. That can be the difference. We have kicked off at the Amex for the second half for Aston Villa. I think Sheffield United could definitely come back. The fact that even though they've had probably the worst season in their club history, and especially in terms of anything from the Championship and up, the fact they're only 4 points behind Fulham is unbelievable. Villa, it looked like we was going to win a throw-in actually. The ball just about keeps in play. Burn wins. We do win a throw-in off Burn. No substitutions were made. A loss is a loss, doesn't matter what the score is. Absolutely spot on, Junior. Absolutely spot on. What's your opinions on Forest this season? They started poorly, didn't they? I think they're slowly recovering. Let's have a look where they are on the table. I remember when Derby and Forest were very low at the bottom. Yeah, they won't do anything magnificent, but they're too good for the drop, I think. They've got too much quality. Long thrown from Matty Cash towards Traore. Easy header away. McGinn back towards the danger area. Again dealt with by Lewis Dunk. Grealish tries to take the ball down. A little bit of heavy touch. Basuma, though, with a heavy touch to Barkley! And it's a first shot on target for Aston Villa. It took us a minute. It took us 1 minute. And we've equalled the amount of shots we had in the first half. It was a poor touch from Basuma, who I gave loads of praise to. It fell to Barkley, but his shot wasn't very good at all. It's a simple save for Sanchez. A bit brighter from Villa. Good start to the second half. Morpie battles well against Mings. He lays it off well. Morpie's done well. He hasn't had the ball much, but they've used him quite well as a target man. Lovely bit of footwork from Trossard to get away from Traore. Out wide to Alzate. Chance for a cross. Holds off Cash. Lays it off to Trossard again. Trossard to Morpie. Shot from McAllister. Deflected off the knee of Emi Martinez. Villa just about get it clear. The deflection sent Martinez the wrong way, but it hit his knee. Very fortunate. Brighton still keep it. Morpie back to Basuma. McAllister towards the right-hand side this time for Brighton. That could have gone absolutely anywhere. They're going to try and play the ball through the right, and they've won a throw-in off Matt Target. So we started well, and then we nearly give a soft goal away. Welcome back as well, Shalon. I'm just looking at opportunity again. It was John McGinn. He didn't get a quite good enough clearance away. It fell to McAllister. His shot actually hit McGinn, I believe. I know it hit Konza and sent Martinez the wrong way, but he got fortunate. He kept his body low and he saved it with his knee. Good goalkeeping. Good improvised save. It's difficult for a keeper if you've already committed, but he did well. Sheffield United almost have a lower points total as Swindon Towns in the 90s, and they were rubbish. The Dean Smith effect, hopefully. We sold Cash to you. Cash is fantastic. Cash is absolutely incredible. Probably one of the best right backs we've ever had in my lifetime, anyway. Very, very well played. Our best player today. I mean, he hasn't had much competition, but he's not put a foot wrong. Barkley with a header to Watkins. Better from Barkley. He's looked a bit more sharp, and Watkins nearly puts the ball out of play for a throw-in. Trying to compliment Villa, and then we nearly give it away. Barkley flicks the header on towards Watkins, and it's easy for Ben White to control and lay it off back to Sanchez. Sanchez gone long to Morpie, and Villa win the ball back again. Both teams are playing a little bit direct and giving it away to each other. Martinez goes down the right-hand side towards Traore, and it'll be a throw-in to Brighton just inside their own half. Up the Villa, love to see it. But yeah, Cash has been incredible. I have no idea why you guys sold him. I know obviously he wants to play in the Premier League, but you guys could have got way more money for him because he's one absolutely unbelievably talented player. And the fact he can be very versatile and play like right wing, incredible talent. Cash was one of my favourite players at Forest when Sabri turned him into a right back. He's got everything: his work rate, his pace, his stamina, his crossing. Not seen much of his shooting capability, but he has a lot of great talent. I'll give him that. He combines very, very well with our right wingers. Sorry. I think Target and Grealish have a better interplay, but he can play quite well with Traore at times, and El Ghazi and even Trezeguet when he goes down the right. Villa have an offside for a free kick to Brighton. Nearly 50 minutes played, still goalless at the Amex. But yeah, he's been incredible. He's been absolutely incredible. I don't know why no other team really looked into Matty Cash because what a talent. Surely other teams had some form of scouting on him. It can be a bit of a risk taking players from the Championship to the Premier League, but you know the players we've got, it has worked so far really. Going on my previous point about Sheffield United. I know a loss is a loss, and that is a very good point from Junior Bennett. But it's a bit harsh to lose so many games 1-0. It shows that they're not getting battered every week. You know, they're not like the Derby of 2007, 2008. You know, they're not a team that's only going to go one win in 38 games. And I'm glad they're starting to perform because I didn't want that to happen to them because they played such great football last season. And deserved Europe. They had a bit of a fall off towards the late stages, but they did so well. Credit to the scouting team at Villa. Oh, the scouting team at Villa has been very good this season. Very, very good. I don't think there's been a single signing I've been disappointed with. Remember last week I turned on BT Sport and Villa scored. If you don't have Villa on, turn on Sky and hope for the best. Lovely turn away from away from Morpie. Oh, lovely back heel from Target to Grealish. Grealish looked for Traore and he didn't anticipate the pass. It's retained with Konza on the halfway line for Villa. Douglas Luiz back to goal, all the way back to Emi Martinez. And we have to build from the back again. Tyrone Mings. Out wide to Matt Target. All Target slips. Is John McGinn. Scoops it forward to Ross Barkley. He tries a little back heel flick. It did actually work to find Watkins, but Basuma did very well to stop the attack for Brighton. Here's Dan Burn. Under pressure from Traore. Burn turns his back towards goal. Lays it off. Oh! Very heavy pass to Sanchez. That very nearly could have gone into the back of his own goal. It wasn't played to the foot of Sanchez. He had to... if Sanchez isn't... if he isn't sharp enough to respond, that could have been a very calamitous moment. We've seen that with West Brom the other week. Very similar with Sawyers. Lays it back off to his goalkeeper. Because Sanchez came off his line. He wasn't in his goal. And the pass was played towards his goal. If he had any more power, that could have been a very soft 1-0 lead for Villa. Grealish. Watkins. Grealish is fouled. He is fouled. It's a free kick to Aston Villa. The link up between Watkins and Grealish wasn't great anyway. But it was Ben White. A fairly soft free kick to be quite... Yeah, that's very soft. From a Villa perspective, that is insanely soft, man. He's had the slightest of nudges. And, you know, things like that will get Grealish hate. I got no words. You'll have to... You know, if you get to see that for yourself, he's got a slight hand on his back. And I don't like to see free kicks like that given, really. A lot of free kicks we've had today. I think that's the only one where it's been definitely soft. I knew there would be less than my prediction was 1-0. Maybe that will happen tonight. I feel like there'd be one goal. Free kick taken towards the far post where Konza is. Burn heads it away. Mings heads it towards Konza. Konza, he's apparently fouled Burn, but Konza went down there. It'll be a free kick to Brighton. Again, another set piece of Villa, just not doing absolutely anything. Brighton are a dirty team tonight. They've done a lot of fouls. That one wasn't, to be quite fair, but they have. Why did Jonathan Codger get sold? He got injured. Was it purely that it prevented him from getting into the Premier League, or just not good enough? His first season was immense. Jonathan Codger played very well for Villa. 2017, 2018. He had a good season. He's brought under Steve Bruce, I believe, or Roberto Di Matteo, but he definitely shone under Steve Bruce. Injury didn't help. We got Tammy Abraham, and we like to play one up front. That kind of throws him out the team a little bit. He started to be a little bit more inconsistent. Played him in the cup games. He went out the cups, and he didn't play well in that. We lost to Fulham last year in the cup. We lost 2-0, and he played like every minute of that game. He looked very poor. He just struggled to feature into the team. But he was basically down to only playing one up front, and we managed to get an incredible player, Tammy Abraham, in the Championship. What chance did he really have, really? McAllister out wide towards Gross. Villa look a little bit exposed here. Gross has a man on the overlap. He finds him. Veltman's cross. It's volleyed away from Douglas Luiz. Grealish with a heavy touch gives the ball away. Bissouma to Gross. Back to Bissouma. He's got McAllister with him. He finds him. McAllister's Trossard. He's got Byrne forward as well. Lays it off. Is Veltman. Is Gross by the corner flag. His pass was again poorly defended from John McGinn, and Tyrone Mings had to help him out there. Free kick, played advantage. There's a foul from Traore. Brighton still keep the ball. Villa still struggling a little bit with trying to defend them. Bissouma with Luiz on him. He's got it back here. It's Dan Byrne forward. Byrne picks out Trossard with a complete miscue, and that's going to be a simple catch for Emi Martinez. I like the fact that Dan Byrne comes for. I know they have a back five, so they have options where centre back can come forward. It was a good pick out, and then Trossard flicks it up in the air, tries to go for like a special volley. It completely miscues it. That's a shot that I would do. It's a simple one. Villa on the counter attack. The other end, the camera's panned to Jack Grealish on that left wing, on his favourite right boot, cuts inside. Grealish, and it might even be kept in play by Watkins. It won't. Grealish slipped as he shot, and it's going to be a throw-in. He did very well, Grealish, up until the finish. He cut inside on his right boot. It looked like he was going to hurl it into the far corner, and he just slipped at the wrong moment, and it will be a throw-in to Brighton. Probably one of Grealish's worst games. It says a lot that, he's still been one of our most impressive attacking players, but from his standards, he's not played that well for Villa today. Villa do win a throw-in on the halfway line. Konza will take for Aston Villa. Brucey. Big old Bruce. I'll give credit where it's due. Like we did well. I think we got fourth. We lost in the playoff final. We had an alright season. We just played a little bit too defensive for my liking. We like to go for 1-0s against relegation threatened teams. You got the first and second absolutely putting teams to the sword, and we're trying to sit back with 10 men behind the ball, 1-0 away at Rotherham. It's not inspiring football, let's be real. McAllister to Gross, and we forced them backwards. Neither side's yet to make a sub here. Opportunity to play it down the right hand side. Here's Gross again for a centre mid. He plays kind of like another right winger at times. He always pushes out wide. McAllister. Brighton have had so much of this ball in the last few minutes. Slide in. Oh, great slide tackle from Matt Targett, which forces Veltman to put the ball out of play to stop Aston Villa from retaining the ball. That's good play from Matt Targett. He committed to a tackle there, and if he missed, then he would have gotten on the inside Veltman, and we know how good he's played today. They're very well defensively from Matt Targett. It'll be a throw-in, which he will take to McGinn. McGinn battles well. Targett wins a goal kick off Veltman. Very good from Targett. McGinn tried to hold off his man. The loose ball fell to Targett. He smashed it against, I think it was Veltman again. Goal kick to Villa. Nearly an hour gone here. Still 0-0 at the Amex. We need subs. We need subs, Dean Smith. We've got options on the bench. We have a lot of options. Why have we not? We put any on is the real question. Give me 1 second. And the amount of people I've had to hide is crazy. Is gross. Is Trossard for Brighton. Trossard is in the box dancing. Trossard's shot deflects off Louise. Still kept in play. Trossard actually got it back. His shot near post just skims the outside of the side netting. Very nearly. I got not the timeout. Oops. I'm going to remove the chat box, put it back. Probably going to end 0-0. We're going to have the biggest chance in the last minute. We'll be you know, games like this, right? If we win 1-0, do you forget about the performance? Because this has not been an impressive game at all. And, you know, it'll be one that we would possibly look back and be like, oh, that was a valuable 3 points. But this has been such a poor performance from a Villa perspective. Get Barkley off, please. He's honestly so bad. He has been poor. Matty Cash has gone down injured under a challenge. He tried to keep the ball in play, and I think he's landed a little bit harshly. We've got Al Mohammadi preparing to come on just in case Cash has to go off. Villa momentarily will be down to 10 men here, which will force John McGinn to pretty much be a fullback. Matt Target for Aston Villa. Looks long towards Ollie Watkins. Watkins takes off his chest well. Tries to flick it towards Grealish, and Dunk does so well to come across and help Dan Burn. Villa keep the ball in play with Target, and he is fouled. It is a free kick to Aston Villa. Another free kick to Villa. We've had a lot today. Cash is going to be taken off. That will be it for Cash. It's a shame because he's been our best player today. There's one player did not want to come off. He's gone off injured, yeah. He was holding his leg. I think it was the way he landed, or possibly the way he turned as he landed. Just as he tried to keep the ball in play, and he lost. Ironically, he actually lost the ball doing that. So yeah, it will be a substitute. Al Mohammadi to come on. At least we got crosses of the ball now. Maybe if you want to look at the positive side, there will be a Brighton sub. Okay, so Alzate is going to come off for Brighton, and Adam Lallana is coming on. So I think they're going to go from a back 5 to a back 4 possibly. I'm trying to think who would go at left back because you got Burn, Dunk, and White are all centre backs. We're going to see here Traore to take the free kick for Aston Villa, and it's going to be a simple catch for Sanchez. He'll bowl it out the left hand side. Here's Burn, here's Trossard, and there's surely a foul for Aston Villa that's not been given. Hang on, Dan Burn has just pushed over. I think was that Traore or Konza? No, he pushed over Konza, and the foul wasn't given. There will be a throw-in to Brighton Hove Albion. I think it's going to be Dan Burn to play at left back. So Burn tripped over Konza there. That is disgusting from him. And the referee didn't give it. Grealish loses his battle to McAllister. Chance for Brighton. They're going to play it out the right-hand side. Morpay back to goal. Morpay, great challenge. An absolutely great challenge from Douglas Luiz to stop the shot from threatening the goal. Basuma keeps possession for Brighton. He's got it back. Here is Basuma under pressure from Barkley. A heavy touch from Lallana, so he's forced to go backwards. Hopefully he'll be okay. A look of it, we need to sub everyone, but unfortunately our subs are much better. We need to bring on Sanson. We've got less than half an hour. I have no idea why he can't come on. McAllister under pressure from McGinn. Finds Gross. Gross has Lallana with him. Burn forward. Yeah, so Dan Burn is definitely the left back now. Trossard with Burn ahead of him. Trossard. Edge of the box here. Trossard to Morpay. Morpay to Gross. Gross. Shots deflected. Trossard will keep it in play. Back to Dan Burn on the left-hand side. Probably the tallest makeshift left back I've ever seen. Lallana to Basuma. We're struggling to win the ball off them. They've gone back to Dunk. Lewis Dunk finds Morpay, is out to drop deep. Morpay to McAllister, back to Morpay. He's gone down. Referee doesn't give a free kick. Lallana, Gross, McAllister, Lallana again. Out wide to the right-hand side with Veltman. What a save, Emi Martinez. Again, the curling left boot of Veltman towards the far corner. It looked like it was going to be 1-0 to Brighton there. And a lovely diving save from Emi Martinez denies a deserved 1-0 goal for Brighton, to be fair. I think it possibly took a deflection on its way through, which I'm going to see on the replay here. left-footed strike. It took a deflection from the slide tackle of Matt Target, which would have made that an even more impressive save from Emi Martinez. Well played from him. Corner to Brighton. 63 minutes on the clock. They've taken it short. Opportunity to put the ball at the edge of the penalty area. Trossard trying to turn away from Grealish. Trossard picks a pass out. Gross edge of the box. Veltman with the misplaced pass, and Villa could counter-attack here with Traore. We got players forward. Traore, Grealish steaming ahead. He's found Jack Grealish. Big chance for Villa. Grealish to Barkley. Barkley to Grealish again. And it's just about cleared from Veltman out of nowhere defending. He would have had to properly race back to cover the centre of the defence for Brighton. Is Watkins on the left wing for Villa. Ollie Watkins trying to get into more central. Lays it off to John McGinn on the left-hand side. To Ross Barkley. Barkley's cross towards Watkins. Headed away from Dunk. Kept in play from John McGinn. Again on the left-hand side. To Barkley again. That was a good opportunity for Villa. We'll get back to it. Barkley's shot deflected. Corner to Aston Villa. First bit of anything from Villa. And it was all created from a lovely run from Jack Grealish on the counter-attack. It was a misplaced pass from Veltman, and that's how he got there to defend. He was already in that place anyway. Veltman covered the middle. Lovely ball out to Jack Grealish. He tried to cut inside. Laid it off to Barkley, and it was Barkley really not quick enough to react. He tried to possibly lay that off to Watkins. He should have been quicker there. Trezeguet's come on for Traore. He's gone off. That will be Traore's last action of the game. This will probably either see Grealish go as the attacking midfield or out to the right wing. We shall see. But very well played. That was good from Villa, and we got a corner, but we've not done anything with the corners, to be quite honest. Martinez, the only reason we aren't losing, spot on. He's been easily our best player today. Easily our best player. Still no Sanson. We've only, we don't have many options left to bring on Sanson really. McGinn to take the corner for Aston Villa. It's easy. Header away from Dunk. Al Mohammadi back in towards the middle. Konza doesn't win the header very well. Gross clears to the halfway line. Target smashes it forward. Watkins flick header to Jack Grealish on the left wing. Grealish in the box. Nearly finds Watkins sliding in, and Watkins has fouled Lewis Dunk sliding in. And it'll be a free kick to Brighton. It was a desperate lunge from Ollie Watkins to try and stab the ball home possibly. And it will be a free kick to Brighton. 66 minutes played. I think an offside. Yeah, an offside towards Grealish would have. Oh no, it would have been onside because the flick header from Watkins. That was good play. Yeah, he's actually a poor pass from Grealish. Really, should have been towards Watkins' feet rather than so far in front of him. I'm hoping Watkins scores for my fantasy. I'll rate that. He's not had a lot of chances. I don't think Watkins has had a shot on goal. I don't want to disappoint you too much, but we've not created much, to be fair. But Watkins scores out of nowhere every now and then, so you never know. He could be the winner for this game. Lallana plays it to the left-hand side. Here's Trossard, who's actually really grown into this game for Brighton. Trossard against Al Mohammadi. Trossard now against McGinn, centre of the goal here. Oh, he's got really greedy. He's lost the ball to Luiz. He should have picked a pass out. Again, though, Luiz gives the ball away to Burns' shot. And it's a lot of power, but straight down the middle for Martinez. Bowls it out to the left wing to Jack Grealish. Villa will win a throw-in. And we actually... I think we're going to even win a foul even, because Jack Grealish was fouled here. I'm just looking at the chance again with Byrne. He's a bit greedy there to have a shot. Basically a centre-back. He's had a shot there from 35 yards. Actually, it was a free kick. It was a Jack Grealish foul, especially on a yellow... I think it was 50-1, 50 the other. I wouldn't have given a foul either way. They seem to pull each other down. But apparently a free kick was given. Grealish on a yellow card. So that was very risky. Nearly 70 minutes played. Still goalless at the Amex. It'll be taken from Gross again. Towards the far post. Easy for Watkins to head away. Dunk tries to put pressure on the Villa backline. McGinn clears. Again only as far as Lallana. Chance for McAllister. Shot. Deflects off Konza. Back to McAllister. Here's Ben White. Hooks it towards the far post. Header away from Matt Target. Kept in possession from Veltman. Brighton's passing has been very exceptional today, I will say. My only criticism of them has just been the lack of any penetration on the Villa goal. Emi Martinez has, You know, he's done very well in goal for Villa today. I won't take anything away from him. But Maupay I don't think has had a real shot on goal. Trossard I think had one in the first half, tipped over. I think Dan Burn has been the closest they've come to scoring, really. McAllister drives at Villa and Douglas Luiz is forced to foul him. It will be a free kick to Brighton and probably a yellow card. It is a yellow for Douglas Luiz. It's not his first foul. He can't complain. He cannot complain about that. He's been caught there, and I keep saying this about Luiz. Yes, it's a really poor challenge. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's gone in very strong. It's something you can't really do at this level, and get away with it. Maybe at non-league level you might get away with that, but with stuff like assistant referees, VAR, it's a very silly shoulder barge. I mean, he's not on a yellow. If he does that on a yellow, he'd be very stupid. But it's a big opportunity for Brighton to get their tall players forward to cause us problems. And if we concede from this, then that's going to look even more silly because it's definitely preventable. They've gone short. It's Trossard's cross deflected. They're going to keep it with Basuma on the halfway line. The free kick was actually fairly poor from Brighton, to be quite fair. Veltman, he'll go direct. It's easy to head away from Al Mohammadi, but he only heads it as far as McAllister. His edge of the box here for Brighton. Out wide to Trossard. They've had so much of the ball today. Trossard, lovely clip pass to McAllister, but Emi Martinez does so well off his line and has to concede a corner under pressure. Very good goalkeeper. McAllister just wasn't quick enough to beat Emi to the ball there. But Emi concedes the corner. It's probably the worst game Villa have played this season. Of Watkins even kicked the ball. So, there was a stat that he mentioned that he only touched the ball 7 times in the first, I think, 35 minutes. It's been very poor. The only upside is, as of right now, we're not losing. Corner for Brighton towards the far post. It's headed only as far as Lallana, who tried to half volley. It's deflected away from Jack Grealish. Target to Luiz. Villa possibly could counter-attack with Douglas Luiz on the left-hand side. Luiz switches it to the right-hand side, goes long, very direct towards Watkins, flicks his header on towards Trezeguet. Trezeguet is offside. He did battle well, actually, to be fair, against Trossard, helping to defend for Brighton. That's a good thing about Brighton as well. Something I've not really mentioned much. The way their shape work, they have, a lot of their attacking players come back to help defend, like Trossard, probably one of the most attacking players there, pretty much at left back to try and defend Trezeguet, and I do rate the work rate there. The worst game was Leeds. The Leeds at home was shocking. We made Patrick Bamford look like Ronaldo. Basuma for Brighton, you can't argue with that. The Leeds one was awful. That was awful. West Ham at home was worse than this, to be quite fair. We made Jesse Lingard have his playground at Villa Park, man. Still no real changes from Villa. We had one forced change for Cash for Al Mohammadi. We brought on Trezeguet for Traore. Barkley surely has to come off for Sanson, or at least Ramsey, but we've got Samson for a reason. Why spend 20 million on a player that we're not going to play? Lallana for Brighton. Played out wide to Gross. It's a good opportunity for Brighton. Cross comes into the middle. Tyrone Mings with a commanding header away. Only as far as Basuma. The cross come in from Veltman there. He's had a bit of the ball, to be fair, but he's not had much of an impact. They were already dominating this game anyway. Luiz, he's lost the ball here to Lallana. Chance for Maupay. Skips past Konza. Maupay, big chance. Maupay puts it wide. That is woeful from Neil Maupay. For such a great move to go away from Ezri Konza. That finish is shocking. The movement, that is a star. He skips away from Konza like he's not even there. But the end product is woeful. That is why they are, where they are in the table, I think. To have such good movement and then to just slip and shoot is just shocking. I think he's trying to claim for a foul off Tyrone Mings here, but he's not going to get a single decision. He was already on his way down before Mings even came across him. Mings had a word in his ear as well, which I'd have loved to have heard. But that end product is absolutely woeful from Neil Maupay. That is Nico. I watched that, but there are a few good chances from memory. We had chances up until we were we were losing, I believe, and then we just fell off. Hi, Jay. Sorry, I'm late. Don't worry, Freddie. I appreciate you being here. And to be honest, you've really not missed much. This has been a very poor, substandard. 9 dislikes. My angry Birmingham fans wishing it was the 1990s. I don't care. Let them dislike, guys. You can ratio the dislikes if you haven't already. This is the first plug, right? And I'm over an hour in. If you haven't liked the video, please like the video. It would mean a lot to me. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe if you're new. And you can also follow me on Twitch if you haven't already, which is in the description. There you go. I don't plug that often, to be quite fair. I'm not like a lot of channels. Trezeguet, he's fouled from Dan Burn. Free kick to Aston Villa 15 minutes ago. Still goalless. Burn very upset about the decision there. But I will take it all day, considering Trezeguet was definitely going to lose the ball there. It's the 75th minute. No change for Barkley and McGinn. Come on, Smith, do something. We need something here. We need, like Trezeguet, as much as I like Trezeguet and as much as I'm very appreciative of what he's done for Villa. Not enough, man. Not enough from him today. Like coming on, how long has it been since he come on? I've barely seen him touch the ball. He's been on for 10 minutes. See, I've not seen him touch the ball. He didn't even touch the ball in that. Oh, Sanson's coming on. That is the most excited I've been today. Sanson is preparing to come on for the final 15 minutes. Surely Ross Barkley will come off for Villa. Unless... I'm trying to think of a way. I'd bring off Barkley no matter what, to be honest with... Yeah. Yeah, and still put Grealish out on left wing, yeah. He's finally coming on. McGinn for Villa. Al Mohammadi, deflection. That might take it for a corner. No, it's going to be a goal kick. And there's I think Basuma's down for Brighton. So this is where the subs can come on now. Basuma looked a little bit hurt there. He's holding his hip. Sanson is going to come on for Aston Villa. It is Ross Barkley to come off. We have finally had our answers. We've had our prayers answered, guys. Ross Barkley has come off for Morgan Sanson. He looked very good for Villa when he came on. I think he came on against Arsenal, and he looked quite bright. And it's something we need. Will there be a part 3 for the Sunday League? I think the Sunday League. What do you mean? What do you mean the weekend league? Konza back to Emi Martinez. If you I can't even speak. If you mean the weekend league, I finished it. Lovely turn and pass from Sanson. He's already done more in the first 30 seconds than Trezeguet has. Trezeguet for Villa. Is he fouled? He is. It is a free kick to Aston Villa. All created by Sanson. 3 Brighton players on him. Great movement. Great layoff to Trezeguet. And Trezeguet carried the ball forward and got fouled. All that created by Sanson. All that created by Sanson. And he's just come on. What? We've been missing this, man. Love your watch along. Only found you recently. Subscribe. I really appreciate that, Paul. I really appreciate it. It means a great deal. It really does. I get a lot of DMs and stuff like that from you guys, telling me how much you all enjoy the watch alongs and stuff like that. I want to produce more content other than live streams, which I'll show you guys some more soon. It's fun. I love doing this. As you can see, I've updated loads of background stuff because it wasn't like this before. Douglas Luiz to take the free kick for Villa 30 minutes ago. Luiz drills it. It's a good one towards Tyrone Mings, but he's just not quite high enough in the air for it to reach him. Al Mohammadi for Villa on the halfway line. Konza out wide to Luiz. Luiz, heavy pass towards Sanson. He just can't quite keep it in play, and it will be a throw into Brighton by the corner flag. Nice predicted a goal. I don't remember you actually making a prediction. Yeah, I finished the weekend league part 2. That was the end of it, and yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, go watch it. I did an Aston Villa weekend league only Aston Villa only players for the weekend league, which was very tough to do. I would not do that again. Please never stop the live streams. They're amazing. Very nice thing to say, and I won't, trust me. I'm going to do it for every Villa game because I like experiencing every moment with you guys. It's absolutely incredible. Free kick for Villa. There's more pay with another foul. So many Brighton fouls today. But again, we're not really doing anything with the set pieces anyway. I think Danny Welbeck's preparing to come on, of all players. I have a bad feeling about him. There's still only one sub for Brighton, which was Lallana coming on for Alzate. Ball back from Dunk towards Sanchez. He clears it towards the right-hand side. It's easy for Tyrone Mings to take under control. Mings to target. to John McGinn for Aston Villa. Under pressure from McAllister. Goes long towards the left channel towards Ollie Watkins. Dunk has to put the ball out of play. Does. Villa win a throw-in inside Brighton's own half by the penalty area. Jack Grealish lays it off to Matt Targett. Target to Sanson for Aston Villa. Sanson to McGinn. McGinn, lovely pass to Grealish. Good chance for Villa. Grealish skips away from Bissouma. Cross towards Sanson. I think that's going to be a goal kick. Sanson, I don't think quite realised where the ball was going to drop. It just seems to... It didn't seem to shoot that. I think he thinks the defender's going to get there first. Veltman does poorly there. I think Sanson is anticipating Veltman to clear the ball for a corner, and Veltman has completely miscued it. He's hit it onto Sanson. That's really unlucky. Veltman miscued his clearance and deflected it onto Sanson for a goal kick. That is so unfortunate. It is the goal kick to Brighton. 10 minutes to go, still goalless. I have Martinez on my bench because my other goalkeeper Areola has a double game week. Don't know if I made the right decision. He's done well to be quite fair. I mean, we could concede, but you know, as of right now, it's hard to think of a more deserving man of the match right now. He's made some absolutely great saves. Much love from a City fan. I appreciate all the love. I really do. For a City fan, unless it could be a Leicester fan. Come on Villa. Thank you, Denzel. Yes, come on Villa. We need that right now. We need all the support we can get. Still goalless. 10 minutes to go. Villa. I don't think I think we've had one shot on target today. 3 attempts on goal. It was a Ross Barkley miscued shot from the edge of the box. And that was I think in the 46th minute. And we've not created really anything since. Very poor from Villa. But we got the subs on. We got Sanson on. We got players to try and inject a bit of life into this. But it's not been good enough. And we've been very fortunate that Brighton haven't been brighter, going forward. Because they have been definitely quite a dull team. Morpie really showing quite how mediocre he can be in front of goal today. I think it'll be 1-0 up to Brighton at this point. Possibly. I just can't see a team scoring right now. Here's Lallana for Brighton. He's got Trezeguet with him. Chance for Brighton, played down the right-hand side with Veltman. Cuts in on his left foot. Here's McAllister, back to Veltman. Opportunity for a cross, as he's like to whip them in today. Veltman, back to Bissouma. Dan Burns forward if he wants to find him. Bissouma again goes out to the right-hand side. Cross comes into the middle. It's easy for Luiz. He heads it away and he's fouled. It'll be a free kick to Aston Villa. 8 minutes to go. It's McAllister's foul and Luiz is holding his leg. Easy free kick for Villa to win. There's a poor ball into the middle, to be quite fair. And I think a lot of their crosses have, they've been quite dangerous, but that was a poor one. And McAllister had to do something to stop an Aston Villa counter-attack, really. All I'm hoping for is a repeat of the Wolves game. Yeah, the Wolves game, we played poorly. We got a late penalty and won it. And then everyone forgets how badly we played that day. But we actually played very bad. But, everyone remembers the Emi Martinez man of the match performance and El Ghazi coming off the bench to score the winner. Everything else is forgotten. And if we score a late goal today, it's the exact same. It'd probably sum up Brighton's season, really, if they did lose this game. They play such good football, but the results just aren't there. They need a top player. They need a top player going forward because the tactics are there. The tactics are certainly there, and they can break teams down very well, but the shooting is so lackluster. His target for Aston Villa, he's got Mings with him. McGinn, with him. He's going to go back to Al Mohammadi on the halfway line. Al Mohammadi tries to find Trezeguet, but it's nowhere near Trezeguet. Byrne, such a statue at left back, easily wins the ball, lays it off to Trossard going forward for Brighton. Trossard back to Bissouma. Another honourable mention for man of the match today, to be honest. Bissouma back to Ben White. He goes out to the right-hand side. He's Veltman for Brighton. Lovely pass to McAllister. It's just intercepted from McGinn and he concedes a corner. But that pass was nearly perfect. McGinn just sticks a leg out and just about diverts the ball away. It is the smallest of margins, and if he doesn't get to the ball there, we're in a lot of trouble. They're lucky bike shorts. Chance is Lallana. Welbeck. And his shot is just about kept out from Emi Martinez. I look away to reach out and I nearly miss probably the biggest chance of the game. McAllister. Oh, that was poor from actually Tyron Mings. McAllister tried to put Tyron Mings under pressure. Mings' header is woeful. Goes straight into a Brighton player. Ball into the box. And it was just about kept out from Emi Martinez. It was an awkward shot from Danny Welbeck, if you can even call it a shot. But it was nearly enough to make it 1-0 to Brighton. It would have been a very clumsy goal from a Villa and a Brighton perspective. Emi Martinez will hold the ball as Brighton tried to put a ball into the box. And between Tyron Mings and Martinez, we just about deal with it. Martinez bowls it out to the left-hand side with Target. We need the old shots, man. Oh, my days. Ferland Mendy is as the centre-back team of the week card next week. Yeah, this is why I don't play FIFA anymore. Potter and his brother are Villa fans. Is that true? I actually don't know that. Brighton have the most draws compared to any other. I can see why. They probably deserve to win so many of those as well. I'll try and look that up actually to see the expected goals for more of those games compared to the results they've got, because they've definitely deserved to win this game. Honestly, I'm really disappointed how Villa have not figured out how to adapt to from the third minute to compete. We've not competed at all. I thought we would. Grealish cross flicked on from Watkins. Trezeguet's gone down in the box here. Nothing has been given. The referee waved that away. Trezeguet went over. Maybe VAR will have a quick glance at that, but that again looked very soft. I think they're going to check it. It was a Watkins flick header. Trezeguet. Oh no, that is a foul! That is a foul! It's two hands! Lewis Dunk had two hands on Trezeguet. That is a foul. Hang on, referee. Well, I'm not sure if VAR checked that, but nothing has been shown. But you can't put two hands on someone. You know, modern day, you cannot put two hands on someone. I know we wouldn't have deserved a result, but you know, what is Trezeguet supposed to do? Just accept the fact he's had a bigger player than him, just push him over. What is VAR there for? Shocking. I've just seen Douglas Luiz put the ball out of play needlessly for a throw-in for Brighton. 4 minutes to play, still goalless. Really looking like a 0-0 game now. Well, if VAR were to give anything, they would have by now. I really want to hear the answer to why that wasn't given. Long ball play towards Danny Welbeck, and Welbeck's tripped over Konza, and it'll be a free kick to Aston Villa. Matty Cash is a rubbish Matt Lowton. Fam, respect Cash, he's amazing. And Lowton's a Villa reject. What are you talking about? VAR there to annoy us. I know we've had the look of the green really in terms of VAR decisions, but I'd like to hear their verdict on that, because that is two hands. That's a two-hand push. AJ, I swear to God, you better be wearing the. Oh dear. Just check Google. Graham Potter was born in Solihull. Fair enough. I would never have guessed that. I respect Matt Lowton. I respect an absolute screamer he scored against Stoke in, I think, 2013 or 2014. That's what I respect. Konza tried to challenge a header against Danny Welbeck. Neither of them won it. Al Mohammadi retrieved the ball for Villa. Mings back to Martinez. He'll go long. 3 minutes to play. Still goalless. Towards Sanson. Basuma won the header against Sanson. Sanson wins a tackle. Watkins back to Sanson. On the halfway line, Sanson. Oh, that's a poor pass from him. Oh, he's won it back. He's won surely a free kick. Yeah, he has. So, ironically, Sanson lost the ball, but then did very well to body check his man Basuma, and Basuma had to foul him to stop him. So even though he can make a mistake, he recovered that very, very well, and Villa have a free kick on the halfway line. That was good strength from Sanson. He had to get in front of him to stop Basuma getting the ball back for Brighton. And that could be a good free kick for Villa. You never know. Remember 7-2. How could I forget? This poster here is of the 7-2. You guys probably can't see it from there, but it is added to mobile. Free kick was again very poor, but I just feel like I keep repeating myself at every set piece we do. McGinn nearly does enough to. I thought he did enough there to win the ball, but referee has given a free kick and a yellow card to John McGinn. And yellow card to Sanson, even though he was I thought it was more of a McGinn. Okay, so McGinn has fouled him, and Sanson has been given a yellow card. Can someone explain that to me? McGinn has actually brought the man down, not once but twice, and it's Sanson who got the yellow for that. This referee, okay. How you doing? ISI Vlogs, what's good? Bike Shorts Defence League. Great side tackle from Matt Target. And it's going to fall to Trossard, edge of the box against that Douglas Luiz, played out wide to the right hand side. Chance for Gross, cross, it's a low one, it's well intercepted from Douglas Luiz, and it will be a throw into Brighton with a minute to go plus injury time. Still 0-0. Why does this happen on every live stream about my shorts? For goodness sake. Basuma for Brighton. Cross from Veltman is poor. His crossing started so well today, and they have got progressively worse. Target under pressure from Gross. Wins a throw-in for Aston Villa. This is probably the most obvious goalless draw now. Neither team really creating anything. Villa haven't created anything all day today. Not been good enough at all. 10 seconds. Well, even less than that until we'll see how much time is added on. I'd probably guess maybe 3 minutes. Very generous to say that. Villa lose the ball from the throw-in. Tyrone Mings-Whitten's it back. Target clears long only as far as Veltman. 3 minutes added time have been shown. Trezeguet helping to defend but gives the ball away and a free kick away in the same second. And this is a great shooting opportunity for Brighton. Pretty much, you know, we come into the squeaky bum time, as they call it, part of the game. It's a very lazy tackle from Trezeguet. He gives the ball away poorly. He just chops down his man. This has been woeful. The subs have not really created anything. Sanson, you know, he's won a few set pieces. His passing has been okay. Al Mohammadi has pretty much played like a centre-back. And then Trezeguet has done stuff like that. Very poor from him. You know, I've barely seen Trezeguet touch the ball. It's going to be a Trossard free kick or a McAllister free kick. Well, McAllister took the last one. Already a minute has gone. If he scores this, they win the game. It's as simple as that. And they would deserve it. They would 100% deserve it. This is their moment now. This is literally between 3 points and 1 point, and it's all because of Trezeguet. It's going to be Trossard to take for Brighton. It's hit the wall. It's gone back to Trossard, and it's good save from Emi Martinez. The initial free kick wasn't that great. It hit the wall. It fell back to Trossard. He tried to hit it with his laces, and he just didn't really hit it very cleanly. It's towards the bottom corner, and a very simple, fairly simple save for Emi Martinez. It's a bit awkward sometimes when it starts bouncing, but it's a simple catch, and I think that'll be it really. I've literally kept Brighton 0, Villa 0 for the entire live stream. I cannot believe. I think it's my first ever 0-0. This will be. I haven't had a 0-0 on the channel. For a live stream anyway. Maybe not from the free kick. Al Ghazi possibly. I think he's our better free kick taker from there. Matt Target throwing for Aston Villa. Just a minute to go. You never know. We could create one more opportunity. Target towards Sanson. Takes off his knee and off his shoulder. It'll be a throw into Brighton. I think that'll be the game now. I don't think there's enough time for any team to get the ball forward. If there's any corner given, the referee's going to blow for full time. I think both teams have accepted the result now. Throw-in's taken backwards. It shows you their intent. Ben White goes long towards Danny Welbeck, volleyed away from Tyrone Mings. Another throw-in, 15 seconds to go. Ben White to take again for Brighton. Again, he's gone backwards. I think they've settled for a point here. They're going to switch it to Dunk. Dunk volleys. And I think it's going to be full time. It is. It's full time. It's 0-0 at the Amex. What can I say? What can I say? Played a little bit better in the second half, but still nowhere near good enough. Emi Martinez shakes his head. The camera's panned straight to him, and he definitely looks disappointed. Not a result we've come here to get. We've had one shot on target today. Do I need to say anything else? We've gone to Brighton, who are currently 15th in the Premier League. We've had one shot on target. Easily our worst away game this season. Is that worse? Is that worse than Leeds? I'd probably say that's worse than Leeds now. 4 shots on goal to their 24. That was woeful from an attacking display. Jack Grealish was absolutely pocketed. I think that was probably the most the team has ever pocketed Jack Grealish. He was not allowed to do absolutely anything. That was woeful. That was easily the worst game. I hope you guys being here, I've enjoyed it a little bit more than just watching it on your own. Because I'm so glad I've got you guys here for this. Because all my days, if I'd have watched this alone in my bedroom, I think I would have fallen asleep. Just look flat. What else can I say? They just seem to always have the numbers back. We gave the ball away. So silly in the middle of the park. Just needless throw-ins, needless fouls. Traore trying to do silly back heels to absolutely no one. Just really poor. We look like a team in the bottom 3 there. The positive side, we got a clean sheet away from home. Got back-to-back clean sheets now. You know, it's not a defeat, but there's not really much else I can really say. Amy Martinez had a very good game. Thanks for the great watch along. You made the whole game interesting. See you for the next one. I appreciate that. I hope I somewhat entertain you guys for the absolute ball fest of 4 shots and 1 shot on target in this game. I literally didn't see their keeper make a save. 93 minutes of football, and their keeper didn't have to make a save. He might as well just had a picnic. We move on. It's a forget game. We didn't lose. Maybe this time last year we lose a game like this. Hey, Jamie and Bob, get in. Go for it. Go. I'll be there. I'll be best man. The only positive is that we played much better against Burnley. That is the sad part. We battered Burnley and lost, and yet we played awful today and drew. It's football for you. It's absolutely football. It's absolutely football. It's just the Premier League for you, isn't it? I think they'll be more disappointed than us, really. The fact that they've managed to dominate the game, have 24 attempts on goal, and not win. Maybe that'll be their big disappointment this season. You know, or maybe if results start going against them and they look towards the relegation zone, they'll look back on a game like this and think, you know, if they'd have won that, would they be out of trouble? It is what it is. I just want a response. The next Aston Villa game, for anyone who is interested, I'm just going to have a look right now because for some reason my brain has gone to absolute mush. We got Leicester City and then Leeds. Oh my days, Leeds United. There's not a time I want to play Leeds. If we played this badly against Leeds, we're going to get put to the sword again. What can I say? Thank you guys for all being here though. You know, I've had a great conversation with you lot. It's been very, very fun. I would have hated to have watched a game like this, like I said, on my own. If we were more mature a team, we'd be aiming for 4th, but we can't be greedy. Yeah, I only wanted to be safe this season. I wanted to not worry about the bottom. I didn't care about Europe, and we might make it. You never know. We're not going to win them all. We're not going to win them all, are we? And if we don't lose, then you know it's a good point on the board. That point does move us up to 8th, I believe, in the Premier League. It puts us above Tottenham with a game in hand over Tottenham. That as in itself isn't a complaint. You know, we're above Spurs, a Jose Mourinho Spurs as well. Very talented players, you know, with Son, with Harry Kane. We're actually above them in the league now. It's our 3rd draw of the season. In fact, only Leeds and Sheffield United have drew less than us. So yeah, thank you guys for being here. I will be live for the Leicester City game, which will be a very fun one. Hopefully a fun one. And that will be in a week's time at Villa Park. So thank you guys for being here, and I'll see you all again soon. The last thing I'll say about Bale, yeah, a waste of money he was. Very much a waste of money. I'll see you guys for the Leicester City game 10 minutes before kickoff, as always. Go follow the Twitch if you guys want to see me. I do stream almost every single day on there. Like the video and subscribe if you are new. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a